I almost tripped and fell.
Yeah, don't do that.
That would have been hilarious, actually.
It would have been really funny.
I would have fallen on top of you, though.
Oh, that would have been funny. All right.
Anybody on here yet? Oh, we forgot to
No.
push chat. Let's push on chat. Ah! Oh.
You're falling.
Hi, everybody. It's Cindy
And Christine.
from the Candles and Supplies Library here. Today we're going to talk about lotions and butters and balms and basically
Creams and everything that you want this time of year.
Yeah. I don't know about you, but again, this week, dry hands, dry skin, dry this, dry that, and it's not getting any better. It's still going into a deep freeze this weekend and everything.
Nor'easter this weekend.
Nor'easter, yeah, we'll be snowed in. So,
we'll
not
see.
really. We're only getting a couple inches here, so it's not going to be that
We'll
bad.
see.
But anyway, so this week we did our blog post on our whipped body butter. Which was fun. So I was going through recipes and working with different butters and everything like that, trying to find out what's good. And then the very next day, I'm like, wow, why are my hands really nice? And it was literally, from working with everything and stuff like that, my hands were like nice and moisturized. It felt really great. So it was awesome.
Silky soft.
Yeah, they were. But thank you all for joining us today too. So let us know in the chat, like where you're joining us from and stuff like that. So we can give you a shout out and say hi and everything. So
Any questions you have as we go
Yeah.
through, we'll go through questions at the
and
end.
stuff like that too. So yeah. So, but anyway, so when I was doing the research on the whipped body butter, I always have a lot of questions. I think I have more questions than answers these days. And the older I get, the more questions I have. So, I was like, there's different products and sometimes they say lotion, sometimes they say cream, sometimes they are serum, sometimes they're butters, sometimes they're whips, sometimes they're balms, sometimes they're salves. I'm like, what exactly is the difference between all of them and stuff like that? So
Besides marketing.
yeah. Yeah, what I came up with, 90% is marketing, but there are some differences and stuff like that. So as formulators, like if you guys want to create your own recipes and stuff like that, there's a few basic things that like from a customer's perspective, they're going to expect and stuff like that. So you want to kind of, go by that and stuff like that. So, we're getting some hearts on there. So from Alicia. Awesome. Sounds good.
So where do you want to start? Do you want to start with I feel like we should start from the basics and then
Yeah.
go up to the formulating.
Yeah. So let's start with the basics. We have a bunch of pre-made bases just from things.
If you've never made lotions, butters, whatever, you might be overwhelmed by the process, or you're really busy and you just want to add to your line. We have a baseline that you just need to add fragrance. If you want to add a little more oil or butter to it, you can, but it's already ready to go. I use the bases as is. So.
Yeah, so the bases are great. They're all done and everything. They're all made up for you and stuff like that. And like she said, if you want to add, a little butter or an extract or essential oil just to change it up a bit or whatever, they can readily accept that. You don't want to use more than, like a couple tablespoons though. Otherwise the formula kind of blows apart.
It's like 8%-ish, I think, right?
Yep.
It's right around where they.
So lotions, right. Lotions and creams are made with mostly water, distilled water, hydrosols, whatever, some water content. And then they're made with like oils and butters and everything and an emulsifying wax. What an emulsifying wax does is takes those oils and waters, makes everybody play nice and turns it into a lotion. Together. Otherwise you just have oils and waters, your oils are on top of the waters and they don't mix together and stuff like that. Yeah. So we have a really great lotion class on Friday. So if anybody has some time on Friday before the snow and everything, come out for our lotion class because you'll learn all about formulating. You formulate your own lotions and stuff like that.
And you get to try all the oils and butters on your skin.
Oh, yeah. I make you get greasy. Yep.
Yeah.
Everybody's...
there's so many different ones and you can read about them all you want, but some people like ones better. So what other better way than put it on your skin before you put it in something and know how it feels.
Right. Testing it too. If you can't make it out and you're not near, we do have little 2-ounce samplers of all the butters and most of the oils too, especially the expensive ones. We have 2-ounce samplers. That way it's not like a huge commitment for you to try it. And there's always stuff you can do with 2 ounces of stuff. Right. But the pre-mixed ones, the ones that are all done where you don't even have to think about that and everything, they have everything that you need in here. It's got preservatives and everything like that. Literally all you have to do is add color and scent to it.
If you want to,
or you can use as is. So if you don't want any color.
So for the lotion side, we have 2 different, technically more, but of our bases, we have 2 different ones. We have a basic. So That one's a nice
That's
one.
yep. It's
Yeah,
our
pretty
it's our
creamy.
most basic one. Not a
Yeah.
you know not as many ingredients and stuff like that. So it's our most basic one. It is about the thinnest one too. So a little bit of this out here. So it's our thinnest one. It comes out the easiest. You'll want to repackage this, but it's a nice creamy kind of base, and it just goes into your skin really easy. Very hydrating and everything. But it's lotion, so it doesn't create like a whole protective barrier on your skin. So this is meant to be applied many different times during the day, like every time. Yep,
Thing,
it's quick hydration and stuff like that. So
or if you're not like that dry, like it's a good summertime. It's a great time to
Right.
use just like regular lotion.
correct,
This time of
correct.
the year is a little better for creams and butters, but
Yeah,
lotion in summer is perfect.
yeah, heavier the better.
So
Yeah,
that's the basic one, and then we have an organic formulated one as well.
right.
So this one is a little bit thicker, but it's still a lotion consistency. So I'd say like essentially lotions, like you can put it.
Stuck
See, yeah. No, I say these things, and there we go.
Yeah.
So essentially, like lotions and stuff, you could put in a pump bottle and pump it out.
Mhm.
Where creams and butters, like they're not going to go through a pump bottle. At least
Right.
theoretically, they won't.
Yeah, not all the time.
Yeah.
So
Because they're thicker. So, but pumps are great for the regular lotions.
right. But the formulating, the difference between lotions and creams basically is the water content.
Right.
There's less water in a cream. That's what makes it thicker than there is in a lotion. So easy that way and everything. So, and then
That one's-
let's go. This
We're going that way. Okay.
is one of my favorite things in the whole wide world. This is our organic hand and body cream. So it's very, very thick. I'll demonstrate very, very thick. See, you can't even pour it out. Watch me.
Well, it's
all over.
I will
Yeah.
at some point.
It
but
does
because, you know,
pour out and
gravity.
everything like that, but this is like super
lot
super thick.
thicker.
It's a lot thicker and stuff like that. Very again a little more, provides a little bit more of a protective barrier on there for you because it's got a little more butters, a little less water, so maybe a little less hydrating, but more protective and more moisturizing. So this is great. Like even in the summer, I use this. Like it is great any time of year and stuff like that. So I find myself always I wash my hands a lot. I guess everybody does these days, but I
Right.
feel like I
Should
always
be
have
washing
washed my
hands,
hands a
yeah.
lot. So my hands are always dry from washing them and stuff, and just anyway. So this is one of my favorite bases. So simple to use. Like if you get our sampler, this is our sampler, our 16-ounce sampler. You can literally like color and scent right in here. Try this out, mix it all in, and you have cream right in here. It's all done. Or you can repackage it in smaller amounts if you want to go smaller. So
Theoretically, if you want to, you could probably add hydrosol water to it and be a little bit thinner too, right?
that's true.
So you can make it more into a lotion
Okay.
if you wanted as well.
You could, but it's formulated to be set as it is. So there's not enough emulsifiers to absorb a lot of water in
I
there.
know you need to add preservative.
Yeah.
For sure, but
Yeah, so you could do that to a certain extent, but like I said, you wouldn't want to do more than a couple
Yeah.
tablespoons because then, the emulsifiers get the oils and waters to play together. If you add too much water, then there's not enough emulsifier in there. Then it's going to be watery and it's just going to sit on top and not do anything for you. So
Makes
that's never
sense.
fun. So it's kind of meant to be used as is. If you're going there and you want to do more than that, so you can formulate your own, which is not hard anything.
Yeah.
So that's
All right.
that.
The next one. So we have a couple of Crafter's Choice bases and stuff. So
Okay, so it's a paraben free goat's milk and honey lotion. So
I like this
They're all
one.
kind
I
of
had this one
paraben
at home right now that I'm
Okay.
using.
now that we just told you that lotions are thinner than creams and stuff like that,
See how thick that is?
this is very, very thick. This is
Yeah.
a very, very nice. It is dumping out.
a little.
I
bit.
almost
They
made.
all creams
yeah.
still dump out. They're just gonna be a lot slower than a
Yeah,
lotion.
I just almost made a big mess. It's a really, really nice base though. So this has some goat's milk in there. If you've ever used any goat's milk product, one thing about goat's milk, it's very high in fat content. So goat's milk alone is just super moisturizing for your skin and stuff like that. I tend not to like goat's milk products in the summer just because they're too
it's
heavy.
Too much, yeah.
Yeah, but in the winter, I love them. Now, they're obviously not vegan and stuff. That hand is really moisturized. Moving on to this one.
Time for the other one.
But yeah, they're really, really moisturizing and it
Ooh,
sticks
that's
with
a
you
lot.
and stuff like that. So I've actually been doing like milk
like
baths at home with
it's like-
goat's milk.
Silky too.
It is, yeah. So it has a nice amount of slip and stuff like
Yeah.
that. So glycerin gives lotion slip, so
Mm.
it makes it more spreadable. Glycerin is also a humectant, so it draws moisture into your skin too. So this one's got a lot of that goodness in there. So
Mhm.
that one's really nice. And no, it doesn't smell like goats. I know somebody's going to ask me if it smells like goats. It doesn't smell like goats or honey. It's unscented.
Yeah.
So
It does
you can
have-
add it. We don't have a goat scent though, but you could
Yeah.
add the honey scent if you
It
want.
smells like a lotion. Lotions have their own smell by
They do.
themselves. I think it's just from
Yeah,
the butters
just
and the oils
creamy.
or whatever.
Yeah,
they have
creamy
their
and the
own.
wax smell and stuff like that. So yeah, this beautiful base. My hands are gonna be great.
I know, right?
again.
I'm like, or I'm just not
Yeah.
gonna be able to like grab anything. I think there's
Yeah.
something else.
Too bad we can't like push this through. So like try this out, everybody.
See,
That'd be
look, now I
awesome.
can't even open this one. There we go.
She's moisturized.
I'm moisturized
Yeah.
too much.
Ooh, this is one
So
of my
yeah, so this is the Silky.
So
well,
let's
you
hold them
compare.
together so we can
Yeah.
compare them.
So this is a Silky body butter.
So this
so
would be a lotion.
Butters
Heavy
are
butter.
generally thicker than creams, right?
Exactly.
That's like
Yep.
a-
Butters
yeah.
are thicker
So
than
like this
creams.
one, not going anywhere.
Nope, it is.
That one will
not.
100% fall out on the table.
Yep, I'll make a mess. She won't.
Yeah.
But you can even see, like, it's very hard to package these. So if you make your own whipped body butters from our blog post or whatever, you can see the air in there.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, so you're not gonna get it like fully all
no,
around.
so you have to put it in and you tap, tap, tap. Oops, tap, tap, tap. Everybody can see that. To tap it down to get it to like kind of poof down and stuff like that. So this is the thickest out of all of our pre-made bases.
Yeah.
Our Silky body butter.
Yeah, so
And it
this
is-
one, it doesn't go in like as quickly. Like you'll see
Mhm.
it on your skin a little bit longer. I mean, it does go in, but
Yeah.
it's a little more coaxing.
I used that for my Christmas presents this year. So yeah, I made a bunch of.
Can you add
Body
hydrosol to
butters.
this one and make it thinner?
You could again.
Same thing.
Yeah, same thing. You could add some hydrosol to make it thinner or something like that. But then again, you run the risk of it not having enough emulsifiers to keep it totally, together and not blow apart. And you don't need to heat any of these bases too. That's one question that we always get a lot. Do I need to heat the lotion base or anything before I add anything? Don't heat it up because that may make the recipe blow apart. So they're meant to be used as is, and just like they are and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
they're real,
Well,
real,
and-
real, real simple.
True. I don't know off the top of my head what preservative they have in them, but some preservatives have the heat point or whatever where you don't add
True.
before. So if you're heating it up,
Right.
you could potentially be killing the preservative.
Exactly. Yeah. Preservatives like to be, like 100 degrees or less, 105 or less.
Yeah.
So
So it would definitely be hotter than
Mhm.
that, and yeah, you don't want to kill your preservative.
exactly. So those are those.
All
And then we'll move into our halfway made bases. So
right. Made bases.
Yeah. So why they're halfway made, we don't really call them that. They're-
Concentration.
Yeah, a
that's what it's
lotion
called.
concentrate, lotion-based concentrate. So what this is an emulsified base. You see, it's very, very, very thick. So it's got extra emulsifiers in there. It's meant to have water added to it or hydrosol. or
So is that essentially
Yes.
when you're formulating, it would be just putting your emulsifier and all of the oils and butters together, but not adding water yet? Or is
actually, you
some
can add
water-
oils and stuff too. So this is,
That's what I said.
yeah. Say that again.
So when you're formulating lotion and
Yeah.
you melt all of their oils and butters together and add the emulsifier prior to adding the water. That's what that is, right? It's just the same thing without water.
Yes, almost. But so an emulsifier gets oils and waters to play together. You can actually add oils and waters to this to get
So you can
lotion.
add- right.
You can
Oh,
have
so you
both.
can
So
add
basically
oils.
it's, like a really thick emulsifier. You can use this as is too. So sometimes I'll use this as is on like my feet because my feet get really dry this time of year and everything too. But you can
Yeah,
add
that's like super, super thick.
it is very, very thick. Yeah.
I feel like you
yeah.
can literally see the white on my hand.
Right.
So my hands are pretty white anyways, but you
Right.
can definitely see the white.
So how you would work with this, you would put it in like a stand mixer or something like that. I find that if I do a hand mixer, because stand mixers, you can put on low and just kind of let them go
Low
and
and
do their
slow.
thing and stuff. Yeah, low and slow. If you whip it too much on too high of a setting, it whips up, it gets a lot of air in it and stuff like that. So
And then would it sink then eventually?
then it sinks down. Yeah. So it's like, wow, this, 1 pound container just made like a whole bucket of lotion. And
it does
then
take a
it
lot though,
settles.
doesn't it?
It does, yeah. So depending on, you can make this into a cream by adding, a little bit of water or hydrosol. You can make it into a lotion by a little bit more. You can even do I've done I call them like moisturizing body sprays in the summer.
Mhm.
Where you add things, like a lavender hydrosol or something like that. So like for an after sun, or you can add aloe juice to it for to loosen it up into a spray bottle and everything too. So that it's really, really hydrating after sun.
So it's super versatile is what you're saying.
Yes, it's very, very versatile. Yeah. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. And you can, get creative and add some extra oils and butters or whatever you want in there to kind of thin it out and make it lotion-like and stuff. So
We used to
these are
always
fun
sell
to play
those
with.
pounds too, and now we have the gallon version of those.
we do. Yeah, these
So we had a lot
are
of
super
customers
popular.
that love them so much. I'm like,
Yeah.
we're buying 30 of those little things. Like that's
Yeah.
not great for the
And they're-
environment for one, and it's annoying for two. So
Yeah.
We do
And
have
we were
like,
always out of stock.
yeah, we're always out of stock.
People were
People
yelling at
buying
me.
so many.
and- yeah.
So yeah, so now we have gallons of them
Mhm.
too, so that makes it a lot easier. And we have it in a goat's too.
Mhm.
Yeah, so we
Yeah.
have the regular one and a goat's milk one too.
So this would be kind of like your transition phase in between using total pre-made bases and then making your own lotion. So you can get a little bit more creative with this as far as your ingredients and stuff like that. And extracts, don't forget the extracts. You can add like
Yep.
botanical extracts to any of these too for some extra goodness. They're in glycerin, so it just gives it a bit more slip and a bit more humectant, and that's all good stuff too. So, but yeah, these are a lot of fun. So a little, I think this makes up to, yeah. So you can use anywhere between 25 to 75%. So if you use 75%, that's going to be like a real thick cream, like this body butter, right? I think we showed you that. At 25%, you'll get more of like a lotion. It'll be like this. So you would literally need 25% of this and 75% water or oils to make that. So yeah. So a little goes a long way.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep. All right.
Do we cover all of the things you want to talk about with those?
Yes, with those.
Okay.
So these are all, everything in here is formulated with water, right? So the lotions, the creams, that type of thing, it's all formulated with water. Now we're going to get into what's called anhydrous, which is no water in it. So an anhydrous, anything anhydrous is formulated without water. So that would be, like a body butter, a true body butter that's just butter. So like whipped butters or whatever. Lotion bars, lotion candles. Some of us call them butter candles. So
Well, I guess it depends on
lotion
what
would
you're
have
using
water in it. Yeah.
versus.
True. But yeah, I was thinking about that and I'm like, wow, I'm going to tell everybody that lotions always have water in it, but lotion candles do not have water in it. That's an anhydrous.
See, that's why it's more of
A
like
lotion
a
bar.
marketing word versus like
Yeah.
you should follow it to a T type of thing.
Exactly. So that's where the market comes in. So like lotion candles are known on the market.
People would be
Everybody
like,
has
"What
it.
was a butter candle? Can I eat it?" Like that's literally what happened if you would say you had a
That's
butter
true. I'm
candle.
going to melt it down and eat it and then it wouldn't taste good.
Or like cream candle, but it would be just people
True.
it confuse people too much. Lotion just makes a lot more sense, or massage candle. So
Our phones would be ringing then. I ate your candle and it tasted horrible.
didn't taste like butter at all.
No. I could just see it. Yep. So anyway, anything made without water is a bit thicker. So like our whipped body butter on our blog post, I actually whipped this up a lot and it's still very thick. It's never going to come out on you and stuff like that. Very, very thick. It's nice. The body butters are designed to be put on, and lotion bars and everything like that too, like after a bath or
Shower.
in shower when your skin is really warm.
In shower?
Not in the shower,
Oh,
after a
okay.
shower. Yeah.
What?
After a shower.
Did
So
you
when
make
you're
that is a thing. Although I feel like your floors are really slippery.
yeah, I've seen that too. So
Yeah,
yeah, it was Dove had that where they had like
yeah, I
the
think that like
lotion
came out a couple
soaps
years
and
ago. That was like a
that really
in-shower lotion. But I'm like,
Yeah.
that just sounds like a dangerous thing.
that really annoyed me because I didn't feel clean because yeah, it was lotion on it. I felt moisturized and then I was trying not to slip out of the tub. So that product kind of annoyed me. So
I don't even know if that's still around.
Right. But these are so thick, you only need to really apply these like once a day. So they're designed to be applied once a day.
After you shower.
After you shower, when your pores are open, so it doesn't feel as greasy. If you would use this product like in the middle of the day, like I am right now,
Oh, I
so you
have
can
been.
kind of, yeah, because it's
But
like that.
I do it more on the top of my hands though too, because I feel like under like obviously you want to moisture the bottom of your hands too, but like they touch things and then they get too moisturized. Whereas top, at least my hands always get super dry.
Right.
So you
You're not
can
really
go on
touching
top.
anything,
right?
too,
The top of your hands,
so.
not unless I'm like smacking somewhere or something.
You do that here?
Not here.
You want to. No. Yeah. So it can feel a bit greasy at first. That's why it's better to apply it after your bath or whatever when your pores are open because it absorbs in easily.
Right, 'cause it's straight butters and oils,
Yep.
and that whereas the
Yes.
water component of the other one probably helps it absorb into your skin.
Exactly. Yep. But this provides a great protective barrier and stuff like that. So it kind of stays with you all day. So like I said, the one day when I was working on this, I'm working on the blog post and stuff like that. So even the next day, I woke up the next morning, and that's usually when my hands are pretty dry, is in the morning. And I'm like doing my work. I'm like, oh, my hands feel really nice today. Like, what happened? What did I do? Like, and then I remembered what I was doing the day before. So it felt really nice. So a lotion, a balm or a lotion bar or something like that, those are actually made a little thicker and they're made with waxes. So let's think about like a body butter versus a balm. A balm is meant to be put on, so it's meant to moisturize, and it's also meant to be put on with a protective barrier. So if you think about lip balm, right? You put that on, it moisturizes your lips and it protects your lips. Yeah. So if you like do something like go out skiing and stuff like that, it's going to protect your skin. So a face balm, think about what a face balm would be. It would be like this, only it would have a little bit of wax in there. And you could use, you could use beeswax or candela wax or carnauba. Yeah.
That just sounds like a lot of pore clogging to me.
It does. It can be pore clogging, but like if you're going to be exposed to the wind, if you're hiking in extremes or doing extremes or something like that, or shoveling snow, or so if you're doing that, you would want something more protective. Let's think about like on your feet, right? Your feet get super, super dry.
Right.
If you put a balm on there, like you put your socks on.
That is. They're not like out in the air.
I don't know.
There's questions of the world.
I don't know. Why do your feet get drier? So somebody out there should know the answer.
They're more protected, I'd assume.
They're in the socks, and you would think that they would be. But that's why a balm works very good, because it's a little bit thicker, so that when you put it on your feet and you put your socks on, it never seems to go in your socks. Your socks never get greasy or anything like that. But it stays in your feet and everything. It gives a more protective layer for you, so that theoretically your feet won't be as dry the next day and stuff. So, but that would be a balm.
Right. Also good for like applying at night before you go to sleep or something, because then you're just not doing anything else. So.
Right. Lotion bars are good for that too. So yeah. Exactly. So that's all good
I
stuff.
had like a lavender lotion bar that we made like forever ago on my nightstand for a little while.
That's nice. I still have one of those too. So.
It may or may not still be there. I don't know.
Yeah.
Things get lost.
I know. Yeah. No, I still have one of those. It's really good. So yeah. Anyway, and then lotion candles. What a lotion candle is it's a candle. I can't believe we don't have one here because they're all over the place.
I actually just put the little lotion one candles away from the other week.
Yeah. So a lotion candle is actually like, soy wax and butters and stuff like that. You would light it up, let it burn for like a minute till there's melted wax, and use that melted wax as like a body butter or a balm. So it's nice and warm. It goes into your skin and stuff like that. Really nice. So they are very, very nice. And
it's again, another thing to have by your bedside table at night too, to apply like before you sleep.
Right. But they're very thick, very moisturizing, very protecting. So like you wouldn't want to do that all day long. So it's not like a lotion where you can apply and reapply and stuff like that. So kind of like once a day is good. So morning and night.
I don't like to have to do these things too often. So
no, yeah, me too.
I'm like once a day person. So
right. Waste of time. But anyway, yeah. So coming up, we're going to have some, more things for you on like winter skin formulating and stuff like that, because that's what we're in right now. That's what we're all dealing with and stuff like that. So
I am thinking about spring.
Yeah, me too. Yeah. Next week we start with our flower therapy series. So because we all need flowers right now. So yeah, flower therapy starts next week. I'm so excited.
We'll be in February next week too, won't we?
Yeah, next week will be February
already.
2nd or 3rd, or
something like that.
Yep, so. Spring's on its way. But flower therapy should begin. So flower sales, anything floral sales, starting at Valentine's Day.
Right. So we're almost there too. So
keeps going through March and everything. By March, everybody needs some flowers. Mother's Day. So it's a nice long selling season. So our flower therapy, we're going to feature.
I can really go in summer too. So.
Yeah. We sell florals all year long actually. So. Predominantly in the spring. They're very popular in the spring, but they sell all year long and everything too. So yeah. So if anybody has any questions, post them in the chat. Christine's going to go up and see. Let's see who's hanging out with us today.
All right.
We got a lot of people. On this
Janine.
Wednesday. Janine. Hi, Janine.
Chakia. Lori, Tammy said, too darn cold, Tammy. It's true. It is. Cold.
I agree.
Lori. Chastity from Louisiana.
Ooh. But it's not cold there.
Holly.
Chastity, do you know what cold is?
Yeah, right. Lori's from Iowa. That's really cold too.
Oh yeah. Yep, that's cold. They get the extremes.
Where was that?
Yeah, hot and cold.
Sheila from Canada. That's even colder there.
Sheila can teach
us. We're complaining about this. Yeah,
I know. She's probably laughing at us. So
for real. Jennifer, Anita from Buffalo.
Anita from Buffalo.
Juliet in Jamaica. Jealous.
Yeah. Let's go hang out with Juliet.
Right?
And then we don't have to talk about winter skin anymore.
Lisa from Maryland.
Paraben from South Carolina. Stephanie, York, PA.
Wow, awesome. What a great group today.
Right. Oh, let's look New York.
Mhm.
All right. A lot of some PA people here. All right. So, what is the organic hand and body lotion? So, hopefully, we answered that, Holly, for you. But I think you can go through a quick.
Yeah,
one,
organic hand and body lotion. So it's a little bit thicker than our basic lotion, and it's made with organic oils. So that's why we call it the organic bath and body or organic hand and body lotion. So there's water.
Yeah, I mean, and then granted, we call them hand and body, but they're all over.
Yeah,
and you can use it for just a hand. You could do whatever with them. So
right, exactly, it's got a lot of good stuff in there: calendula, lavender extract, chamomile, aloe, coconut oil, sunflower oil. Sunflower oil lotions are some of my favorites. I love them. So
Nicole said she loves making body butter. Butter, really? my fave to make and sell. By far softest skin I've ever had. Thanks for doing these videos.
Yeah, it does make your skin soft. It really, really does. So
Connie says, yay for lotion candles.
Yay, Connie, for making lotion candles.
Essence of Blue says, love your store or online store. Yours is your products too.
Thank you.
Audrey from Harrisburg. Thank you for the video from Elisa. Tammy says, I love that there's so many different areas on the lives now. Yes, we try to mix it up for you.
Yes.
Thank you for doing the video. I made lotion candles from your blog recipe. It's still a bit hard. Can I pull back on the cocoa butter, and by how much?
Yeah, so if you make the lotion candles and they're still hard, think about like what you're putting in there. So cocoa butter is very hard before you put it in there. That's how your candles are going to turn out too. So just whatever like super hard things you have, balance that out with like a lighter oil, like just a pure liquid oil, like a carrier oil. So, grapeseed or something is very good. Sweet almond oil is very good for winter skin. And all those are completely liquid. So anytime there's a super hard butter, balance it out with completely liquid. You can do 1 ounce, whatever your recipe is, 50-50.
Too, like, when you're like formulating the lotion candles and stuff too, like something with a cocoa butter might be a little bit better in the summertime just because of heat and humidity. If you're like selling in a market, because it won't melt, versus if you're making something for the winter, then you might want something a little bit softer oils to make it softer. So you have to think about your selling time period and everything as well.
Good point.
Try to do those, Connie's making some things right now as she watches.
Yay.
Anne Marie, all the way in from Coopersburg.
All right.
I have trouble making butters that are not greasy, but I have tried arrowroot, but nothing really works.
Yeah, good point. So I came across that too. Like I thought about that with the body butters and stuff like that. I'm like, why would anybody ever use this? Because it's so greasy. But the whole point behind a body butter, again, if you apply it like after, I put some arrowroot in this recipe too, because I like it. It stiffens it up for when you're whipping it. Number one. Number two, it makes it feel less greasy. But if you have super, super dry skin, it's not going to feel greasy, obviously. But again, if you apply it after a shower when your skin's warm and your pores are open and stuff like that, it gets a lot less greasy. You don't have to do like the naked dance through your house waiting to dry off and stuff like that before you put your clothes on. It absorbs nicely, after a shower. So like just using them how they're meant to be used and stuff like that makes it easier than, just during the day, in the middle of the day too. And then think about some of like whatever oils you put in. So like before you decide what to formulate with and stuff, put it on your skin, see if it feels greasy to you or not. So things like, grapeseed oil, MCT or fractionated coconut oil, jojoba oil. I like to balance everything out with jojoba because jojoba is really nice, great for your skin, and it absorbs in, it goes in so nice and easy. You could probably put a little bit of coconut oil in there too. Coconut oil absorbs in easy too. Yeah. So maybe try balancing out your recipes with a little bit of like really, really easily absorbed oils too.
Yeah, I was gonna say some of the butters or oils definitely sit on your skin more than others. So if you have one of those or two of those in your recipe that are higher, you might have more of a greasy feel. So playing with the oils and stuff, maybe when they're not in something to see what you like best.
Another point, which I did not mention. So when I was formulating butters, like this has a lot of the cupuachu butter in there. which is great for hydration and stuff like that. That's why I put it in there, because it absorbs like 4 times its weight in hydration. You can't mix it. It's not an emulsifier, so you can't mix it with water and put it in there. But it'll work like to keep your skin hydrated and stuff like that. But it's got kind of a funny smell to it. So not gonna lie, the Kewpie Wachu butter has, it's not refined a lot and stuff like that. So it's very pure. But it has kind of a funny smell to it. So
it doesn't smell that bad.
No,
it just smells natural.
It smells natural, but I kind of felt like it smelled like.
I didn't smell like that. Don't say that.
Yeah, it didn't smell like what I wanted it to, but everybody else thought it was wonderful. But maybe I was super sensitive because I was working with it a lot. So.
That butter that you have too, we put the Be Healthy
Right.
essential oil blend in, and that one you can't smell it at all now either.
Mhm. Yeah.
So after you put your fragrance in, you might not smell it.
Actually, I mixed 2, so I put our Be Healthy essential oil and our Rosé Bubbly.
In that one, both in there.
Yeah. Smell it. That's why it's so awesome. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Be Healthy was a bit too serious. Like, of course, I want to be healthy, but I also want to be like rosy and bubbly too. So
That's fair. All right.
That was fun.
Audrey says she'll be here in the next few days. Candles and Supplies is an amazing store to shop in. They have so many great products.
Yay.
Thanks. And Audrey is working on wickless candles. That's fun.
Oh, wickless candles. Cool. Sounds good. So
Yeah.
Anyway.
So that was all of the things.
That's
about
all of the
moisturizing your
things for
skin.
today.
My hand is like so moisturized.
I know. I feel
I feel like
great.
it's gonna be like a day or 2 days before it's like not anymore.
My arm's not. I should have like gone up my
kinda
arms and
like-
stuff. So
we do that when we start testing things. Our whole arms, everything's everywhere.
We do.
Like,
We do. Yeah. That's part of the fun though. So I love doing that kind of stuff. So anyway. Well, thank you all for joining us today. It was fun. We will see you next week for another fun-filled episode. We'll change it up and do something different next week. So.
All right.
All right. Bye, everybody. Have a good Wednesday.
Hopefully we can actually turn it off correctly this time.